Hey guys, welcome to BK's Daily Draw. I'm BK, and today we are continuing on our journey of creating 5 completely unique characters, one facial feature at a time. Let's get started. So I started off just like last time by erasing my signature and moving on to the very first face. Now, like I said last time, the first face I wanted to keep as neutral and as normal looking as possible. So basically the only thing I did to it was redefine the outline and give it a kind of a sharper look, really try to make the lines clean. Now as for the ears, like I said, I really wanted this guy to just be normal, so they weren't too big, they weren't too small. I kind of feel like I got a pretty good balance on a head that's facing straight forward. So I was pretty happy with that. I moved on to just fixing up the face a little bit more, making it a little bit better, and then moving on to the second one. Now the second head, I wanted to make it more edged and not as rounded off as I've been making heads in the past, just because that's not how heads actually look. Especially in Western cartoons or comics, everything is pretty blocky, and so that's kind of the style that I tried to strike on this second face, because it was a 3/4 view and I could show off that kind of blockiness more. After I was satisfied with that, I moved on to the ear, and that took me a little bit to get right, but I think I got it, and then I moved on to the next face. So I finished with my normal person practicing faces and got to move on to my weird and wacky looking faces, and so that's really exciting to me because I've never even attempted to draw something like these next faces, so I just kind of dug in. This next one I wanted to make very sharp and very blocky to go along with his big nose, or her big nose, I'm not sure yet. So I did that right away before going over and starting on their ears, which I very briefly considered putting a point on, but I ultimately went back and just made them really, really big to go along with the massive nose. For number 4, I wanted to completely change up the face dynamic that I've had going on so far, so I added a very sharp cheekbone down to their chin, and also flared out their head a little bit, kind of like a bell, just to give myself some fun shapes to play with later on when I decide to fully flesh out these characters. I think it'll help if they have some defining characteristics that are completely different from everything else. For number 5, I honestly didn't know where to go from here, so I just kind of defined the face a little bit more, added that little crook for the eye, and outlined everything and just gave it a very generic ear. I also toyed with giving this one a pointed ear, just cause reasons, and yeah, I didn't like how it could have looked, I guess, so I just went with a very normal one. No matter what I do, regardless of anything else, this is going to be a very unique individual, and I'm super excited to find out how they turn out. And with that done and another signature in the corner, we can move on to final comments. These last few videos revolving around these faces have made me super excited for what is to come and made me want to just jump ahead, but I know that if I do that, I'll just get ahead of myself and maybe burn myself out too quickly or something like that. I know it's going to happen anyway, but I'm just trying to stave that off as much as possible, and giving you guys these things in small increments seems to be helping with that, at least 21 days in, which, woo, 21 days, we're going good so far. Also, these guys, as they come alive and they come to be their own characters, are going to need their own names and their own backstories and their own volitions and all that kind of stuff. So it would be awesome, even now, if any of you guys watching this could give me ideas for any of the things that I just said about any of these characters. That would be awesome to have these characters designed by the community and by you guys that are watching this. And it would be really special for me. So if you guys have any ideas of names, of jobs, of just hopes and dreams for any of these guys, leave those in the comments below. I will number them next time, so it'll be 1 to 5 in the order that I've been drawing them this whole time. Sorry, I've been rambling. This is still really exciting for me, and I can't wait to hear any of your suggestions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you like what you just saw, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to this channel. We'll be doing new drawings every single day until February 2019, and it'd be awesome to have you guys along for the ride. If you have any suggestions of things you'd like to see me draw, you can leave those in the comments below, or you can tweet at me at BK's Daily Draw on Twitter. Thanks for watching, you guys, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.